Hello, this is Mark Smith with Family Tree Counseling Associates, and I'm going to be speaking today on another provocative topic called It Turns Out That You've Married the Worst Parts of Your Parents. I can't tell you how many times a couple has come in for marriage counseling and they each sort of had things figured out, they thought, before they came in. They thought clearly the problem was the other person was a jerk or a so-and-so. That was the problem. And if we could just get that person in front of a therapist, surely the therapist will see my side of things and give feedback to this lost soul. But then they come in and we do a family tree as part of our assessment process. And we put on the whiteboard during our feedback session your dad, your mom, your first husband, your second husband. And we just put down what you told us those people were like. And the patterns jump off the whiteboard and just astound people. They didn't know they had married the worst parts of their parents. They had never thought about it. Harville Hendrix, the author of Getting the Love You Want, which I believe is perhaps the most important and best book ever written on marriage counseling. He wrote, "Our unconscious need is to have our feelings of aliveness and wholeness restored by someone who reminds us of our caretakers. In other words, we look for somebody with the same deficits of care and attention that hurt us in the first place. So we fall in love. So when we fall in love, when bells ring and when the world just seems altogether a better place, our old brain is telling us that we've finally found someone with whom we can finally get our needs met. Unfortunately, since we don't understand what's going on, we're shocked when the awful truth of our beloved surfaces, and our first impulse is to run screaming in the opposite direction." The awful truth is these people that we married are very similar to the people who hurt us growing up, and we're very disillusioned, and we feel many times ripped off and deceived. But nobody really gets deceived in love. You pick the right person and you pick them for a reason. We have off-the-charts chemistry with people who fit our profile psychologically. This chemistry isn't primarily based on our newly beloved's good looks or charm or confidence or popularity or wealth or humor or how nice they treat you. The magic that we have with another person is not based on how closely they match some idealized quality, but it is based on how closely they match the qualities of those who wounded us in childhood. That's the meaning of love and marriage. You like who you like for a reason, and you really can't change or control who you like. I know that sort of sucks, but it really is the way it is. Love and marriage are Mother Nature's way to drive us, to force us to face off with our work and to heal the wounds from the deepest parts of our souls. The intense chemistry of early attraction blinds us to who we are really dealing with. And we're so high from love with this special creature that has come into our life that we aren't able to really slow down and get to know who they really are. Eventually, we wake up to the hurtful similarities between our spouse and the early caretakers who hurt us the most. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to take out a piece of paper, and across the top of it, write down the names of your father, your mother. Just put father, mother, and any other significant relation. It doesn't have to be a marriage. It could be a 5-year boyfriend, a 3-year girlfriend. You know, Stephanie, Josie, Elizabeth, whoever. And then under each name, write descriptive words. And try not to over-idealize. Many times people come in and they over-idealize their parents. Be real. What were their faults? Put their faults down too. I'm sure they were wonderful people and loved you a lot, but everybody's got faults. Nobody's a perfect parent. So what is the truth about your childhood? What did happen and what did not happen when you were a kid? Now, study your list. And if you were insightful and honest, you'll notice that, hey, Dad worked a lot. Husband number 2 worked a lot. Husband number 3 didn't work a lot, but he was never home. He was down at the pool hall. Or he was, off playing cards or doing something that was an abandoning, addictive relationship. Look at all the words on the page. And what I do when I get done, I write down Dad, Mom, husband number 1, husband number 2, and I say, this on the board, this is love to you. People act like love is some kind of cosmic mystery, and love is very simple. It's just tailor-made for each and every person. And your love proclivities, calibration gets set by the wounds of your childhood. And however you're wounded, you're going to be impacted by that, and that is going to calibrate who you're attracted to. And you're going to reenact the drama, reenact the wounding that went on in your childhood between you and your parents. So you are absolutely positively married to the right person, and they are so wrong for you that that's what makes them right for you. They are the embodiment of what you've been trying to get away from, and they cut you open and give you the opportunity to do some really deep work on yourself. So I just really want to encourage you to embrace the pain in your relationship. It's nature's gift to begin emotional healing in you. Try not to judge your spouse. You drew them to yourself, and you kept them around so that they could treat you the way that they have for your own reasons. It's not about them. It's about your childhood. It's about your choices. Divorce is not going to fix your problem, because you can only attract and be attracted to basically psychological twins of your current hurtful spouse. And I know that also sucks, but it is also absolutely positively the truth. Love does hurt, as the song says. It is wonderful and amazing while it is new and fresh, but ultimately it is also gut-wrenching, and it shatters defenses as it was designed to do. When your defenses are shattered and you're 43 years old and on your second marriage, and your second marriage has turned into a nightmare, you can come sit in front of somebody like our therapist here at Family Tree, and we can help you. We can help you understand who you are and where you came from, why you married who you married, and how to vocalize your needs in a way that is effective, that'll help you have a very good chance of actually getting your needs met. I encourage everyone who's listening to this to read the book Getting the Love You Want by Harville Hendrix. Its brilliant concepts will give you the hope, the insight, and the energy to roll up your sleeves and get to work building a relationship that is more safe and more solid and has a much better chance to withstand the test of time. So, thanks for watching the video today. If you haven't joined our YouTube channel yet, then do that, and then every time we have a video you'll get it sent to you, and we usually have anywhere from 2 to 5 videos a week, and they're just exploding in popularity. We live in a wonderful time where people with passionate messages can speak to the world and offer real therapy and real help, basically at no cost if you're watching the videos. Now, obviously, it would be helpful if your issues could be worked on more personally and more directly and in greater depth. And that's where Skype sessions come in. We can work with you from anywhere in the English-speaking world. Doesn't even have to be the English-speaking world. You just have to speak English, because I don't know German, I don't know French, I don't know Japanese, I know English, and I could help you with that. But we live in a very small world. I've had clients and have clients in Australia, Belize, Great Britain, Canada, Ireland, many different countries where people are hungering for direction and help. Also, check out our website, familytreecounseling.com, where I have just a really powerful book on abandonment issues or crazy jealousies. If you got somebody in your relationship, either you or your significant other, they're, irrationally jealous, this is a great book for you. I have a book on shame, a book on affair recovery, a book on the basics of recovery issues, and a book on counterdependency. So, love and marriage are difficult matters. Mother Nature gives us a bait and switch where we are promised Prince Charming and we find out we get a carbon copy of the dad who hurt us the most or the mom who abandoned us. But if both parties in a marriage do the work, then great emotional, deep healing can take place, and you can build a relationship that's workable, that has some magic to it, has some stability to it, has more windows of heaven than windows of hell. And if you're getting your needs met from somebody who basically has the same psychological DNA as your parents, then that really means something, and that's why you picked them. So it really is a brilliant theory. I've been espousing it for 25 years, and Harville Hendrix has been espousing it for 30, 35 years. You marry who you need to marry, and it's all good. Thank you for watching today, and God bless.